Okay, hi there everyone. I'm gonna be making a video on a little bit of advanced stuff for skill inheritance. You basically just combos with active skills and passive skills. Uh, yeah, I haven't done a lot of not maintenance, administrative stuff, but whatever. So let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna start with the Blade Tome users. So if you don't know who they are, the red one is Tharha, who I don't have. I don't really know what it's called except that it ends in the name Blade. So Odin has Blar Blade, and Nino has the oh, she doesn't have it right now, but she has Gron Blade. So the combo with these blade users is that you can, like, when you read the tome, they're all pretty much the same. So it slows special trigger, so cooldown count +1, and adds total bonuses on unit to damage dealt. So these total bonuses is what's key, because uh, for what I gather, I'm pretty sure when you look at Gunter is a good example because he has this skill called Home Cavalry, and I've heard that this stacks. So if you have two Gunters with Home Cavalry, there's potential to have your cavalry unit to be +12 at attack and speed. So that means that like this is a +12 total to the ground blade because it adds the total bonuses. So what happens is, what I've seen people doing is they grab their Cecilia. I'm gonna use the ground blade tome user as an example. I'm not actually gonna do it. I happen to really like Nino. She's one of my favorite characters from the game, so I'm not gonna give her up. I'll favorite her after this. So they give ground blade to Cecilia because she is a cavalry unit, uh, and because of all those bonuses, she hits like a truckload of damage, because of the ground blade. Like, she potentially can, if you have three Gunters with home cavalry, and if what they say is true that it stacks, that's a potential plus uh 6, 12, 18 times 2, 36. That's a potential plus 36 to the attack, whatever attack Cecilia's gonna do. And that's also when you're attacking her as well. Like, you could give her maybe, I don't know, maybe advantage or something. I'm not sure. So this is what I've seen with people with the green tome, with the tome users. And another good and the great thing about Cecilia is she's a freebie unit. You can get her basically like on those, like the special maps quests here. See, oh, she's even the one today. So, ooh, a special. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So Cecilia, so you can get your Cecilia today if you missed it, and if you have a Nino, then you would give her the weapon. So the next one I'm gonna talk about is so the other one, for because I don't have Tharha or Leo, but I want to just put this out there. You would give Tharha's tome, like, I wouldn't recommend it because Tharha is also awesome by herself, but if you want to keep like on the theme of cavalry units, you give Tharha's tome to Leo, and then you give Leo the whatever blade tome Tarha gives, and he can get the bonuses from the home cavalry from Gunter. I'm not sure who else has home cavalry. Gunter is the only one I can think of right off the bat. Like, I can check Kane. No, he doesn't have it. Jagan may have it. Jagan, whatever his name is. Oh yeah, Jagan also has it. He also has fortified cavalry. But Gunter, you get two freebie units at the beginning. So that's what I would roll with. Anyways, I sidetrack a little too much. So we're going to take a look at Odin, because not only does he give Blar Blade, but he also gives Moonbow, which is incredibly useful as a skill. Even if it's +3 with the Blar Blade, it's still on a short enough cooldown that I don't mind it too much. Like, when you look at, like, he himself as a unit isn't that great, but his skills are fantastic. Like, I have no qualms about any of his skills really. Like, especially the Red Tone Breaker, that's destructive. Defiant Attack, very destructive. Blar Blade, Moonbow. So who the potential the only unit I have who can have Odin's Odin's Blarblade, and maybe the only one that kind of makes sense because Reinhardt and Olwen have their niche. And I'm not sure their stats are good enough for this to work, but feel free to do it if you choose to do so. I'm just giving you your options. So Ursula, who also is kind of like a freebie unit, if you managed to beat her chapter anyway. The hard one wasn't too bad, but the lunatic was pretty difficult. So I'm not huge in Growing Thunder. It's too long of a cooldown for me to warrant her having it. So Moonbow would definitely be a better active skill. And just giving her Blar, just giving her Gran. No, it's Blarblade. So let me inherit her as a base. I might actually just go on with this because I'm really disappointed with Odin, but that's for another time. I may not do it right now. So when you take a look at this, maybe if you can sacrifice 2 Odins, that's ideal because then you do the Blarblade, the New Moon, and the Moonbow. Like that's what I would do, and maybe the Tome Breakers because Ursula doesn't get any of that. I'm pretty sure. Like, let me check her skill list. Usually what happens is that if they have an active skill, they don't have that little shield skill over here, and usually you only have 2 passive skills. Like you either have 2 passive skills and this shield over here, or you have 2 passive skills and this active skill over here. Or I'm not sure if anyone has it, but or they can just have the 3 passive skills. I'm not sure if any unit has that. So Odin's fantastic. Maybe the only thing missing, I think, if he was because this is what's perfect with Odin. Like as a silver unit, he gets pretty much all his skills except for the Blarblade Plus, which is a luxury. It's a luxury, to be perfectly honest with you. So sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit from there too. It's the same thing as Cecilia. Odin would get. I'm sorry, Ursula. If she had the Blarblade, will get bonuses on top of the home cavalry support that Jägen and Gunther have. And I'm trying to use like the most accessible units as much as possible. So I'm not sure about Jägen, but I know for sure you got 2 freebie Gunters, and you can get an Ursula, and you can get a Cecilia, and the only thing is like you have to sack a Nino, and Nino's fantastic by herself. That's up to your discretion. And Odin, like I would be willing to give up. He's been disappointing. He's always my favorite character of all time. Like, I think I named my castle Owain's Bunker, and I'm so disappointed with how Odin has been turning out. But that's how it is. I'm just checking my. Oh, he even gets. So maybe I can sack my 3-star Odin if I want to give away the Blarblade, the New Moon, and the Moonbow, and then. He even has the. Oh, okay. So. You can stick with the 3 tone if you want to give away the Tonebreaker. Like 3-star Odin's fine. Let me check Nino what other skills she can give. Like if you choose to do so. As a. Oh, let me favor her. What am I doing? Sorry, I may have done that wrong. Let me correct myself. Where's this nub? Okay, so. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Let me correct myself. 4 stars ideal. That's the thing with skill inheritance. Ideally is obviously 5-star, but I think you can get away with 4-star. Like 4-star is the rarity to be, so you can maximize the amount of skills you can give. As you can see, this Odin can get all Tome Breakers. He has 2 Defiant attacks. He can give the Moonbow. So, just keep an eye out for that. And that's everything for this video. This is just to showcase the Blade Tome combos you can do with Cavalry Units. And thank you for watching, and I'll come up with a new video sometime later.